The first time I noticed it, the house was quiet in a way that made me aware of my own body. Not silence, something heavier. The kind that presses in, reminding you that you're breathing. I was lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, when I heard a sound from inside the wall behind me. It was faint, deliberate, like something shifting its weight. I froze. I held my breath. And instantly, the sound stopped. When I let the air out of my lungs, slow and shaky, it moved again, closer this time. That was when I realized it wasn't random. Whatever was in the walls was waiting for me to breathe. I tried to explain it away. Old houses make noises. Pipes knock. Animals crawl. But none of those things listen. None of them pause with intention. The sound only existed when I did. Every inhale invited it. Every exhale gave it permission. That night, I barely slept. My lungs burned as I rationed air, terrified that if I breathed too deeply, it would learn something about me I couldn't take back. Morning light made everything feel normal again. The walls looked solid. Quiet. Safe. But when I pressed my ear against the wall and took a careful breath, it answered me immediately. The surface felt wrong, tight, tense, like something stretched just beneath it. I pulled my hand away, heart racing, suddenly certain the house wasn't empty. It was occupied. I started testing it. Holding my breath until my chest hurt. Silence. Letting out the smallest sigh. Movement. Slow. Curious. Like it was learning my rhythm. It never rushed. It didn't need to. I was the one running out of air. Sleep stopped feeling safe. When I dreamed, the walls closed in. Narrow spaces. Pressure. Something memorizing the shape of me. I woke up gasping one night to find the sound circling my room, following the rise and fall of my chest. That's when I realized it wasn't reacting anymore. It was anticipating. I left my bedroom, thinking distance would help. It didn't. The hallway walls responded too. So did the kitchen. The bathroom. Everywhere I breathed, it followed, never stepping into open air, never revealing itself. When I locked myself in the bathroom and turned on the fan, the walls didn't care about the noise. They cared about the air moving through me. So I changed how I breathed. Short, shallow breaths. Careful ones. And the movement slowed, frustrated, tighter now. That was worse. Because it meant it could wait. And patience, I learned, was far more terrifying than hunger. When I held my breath long enough, I could feel pressure from the other side of the wall. Like something leaning in. Listening. The moment I exhaled, it shifted, repositioning, not retreating. Mapping me. I wasn't living in a house anymore. I was being studied. I tried telling someone once. The word sounded wrong out loud. Ridiculous. That night, the walls were louder than ever. Sharper. Almost angry. I slept with my hand over my mouth, terrified that even my dreams might give me away. The first mark appeared near the baseboard. A thin line in the paint. Darker than the rest. A scratch, from the inside. I held my breath, staring at it, until my vision blurred. When I finally gasped, the line lengthened. Just a little. Like it was responding to a command. After that, the house felt smaller. Every breath was a risk. Being alive felt loud. Dangerous. I hated how noticeable my own existence had become. One night, exhausted, I breathed normally. Just for a moment. The wall behind me bulged, barely, but enough to catch the light. That's when I understood it wasn't learning anymore. It had learned. Now it was waiting for me to fail. I spent more time outside, breathing deeply, reminding myself I could. The house watched through dark windows. And when I laughed, I felt something shift inside, like it was recording the sound for later. I moved my bed away from the wall. The sound followed. Louder. Offended. It scraped along the room's perimeter while I lay in the center, exposed, breathing as lightly as possible. That's when I realized the walls weren't containing it. They were it. The house wasn't a prison. It was a body. And it knew the shape of my lungs. I stopped breathing as long as I could. Minutes. My body shook. My vision blurred. The walls stayed still. Silent. When I finally gasped, they shuddered violently, like something waking up angry. Cracks spread across the walls after that. Veins in the paint. Deepening every time I breathed too hard. I started wondering whether it wanted out, or whether it wanted me inside. The night I left, I packed slowly. Carefully. The walls were restless. When I stepped outside, the house went unnaturally still. For a moment, I thought I was free. It took days before I noticed the sound in my new place. Faint. Familiar. Inside the wall beside my bed. Not moving yet. Just waiting. Now I breathe as little as possible. Everywhere. Because I understand the truth. It moves when I breathe because breathing proves I'm here. That I exist. And as long as I do, it will never stop finding ways to get closer.